I have never seen anybody turn left on a red light. It's okay to do that there if you honk first. I think that traffic was, I guess horrendous is a good word.
The thing that brought me joy was being able to spend time with the kids. I love kids, and I just fall in love with them, and that's just so exciting for me.
I have a love for missions, and I like very much to go on trips, and traveling is something that I really, really enjoy.
The thing that broke my heart the most was the same thing that brought me the most joy, was working with the volunteers in the construction on the site. We had a team that came in from local churches, and some of them were hired local folks that the church was actually paying out of money that we had sent ahead to be volunteers, to be there working just to give them some income for their families.
The thing that broke my heart was there was this little girl, and we had went down to one of the churches, and we were looking at their filtration system. And I had seen her, and I had taken her picture. And so when you turn your phone around and you show them their picture, they're super excited. And so, I had taken her picture and kind of talked to her a little bit, and then we'd walked off and went somewhere else. And pretty soon she comes up to me, and she's got her 2 dolls. And she's so excited showing me these dolls. And she's got this little comb, and she's brushing their hair. Now, mind you, they've got just a little itsy bit of hair. They have like no arms or no legs. But to her, this was her prized toy. And I would have done anything at that moment to have a doll in my purse that I could have, brought out and gave to her. But, of course I couldn't.
I think the thing that broke my heart the most was seeing the abject poverty. People that are living on a couple $100s a month, and for us, a couple $100 is, I won't say a drop in a bucket, but it's easily attainable. The thing I got the most from was some people were blowing up balloons, and one of the kids asked me, "Can I have one of those?" And of course I pushed him to the front of the line so he could get what he wanted.
The presentation of the Jesus film one night with the cooperation of the local church, and very rustic. We set up out in the parking lot and put the Jesus film screen out there, which was a circular screen set right out in the middle of the parking lot. Somebody told me around 200 of those kids responded, and then they were directed to the local church for leadership and follow-up with them. So there was those 2 nights of really close association with the kids, just having a great time, seeing their faces and recognizing they don't have much of anything.
So we went to look at this house, and I think every single one of us had to take a deep breath, because we had never seen anything so bad in our whole life. I'd never seen, there was no bathroom, there was no running water, no electricity. It was bad. And so of course we all said, yes, we want to help with this, and we want to give some of our funds. And so we did, and it was a huge blessing, because for them, they're so poor that this church would pick a house like a year to try to help a family. So for us to be able to go in there and give some of our monies, or our money, was a huge deal for them, because we were able to do what would have taken them so long to do.
The Great Commission calls us to go out into all the world, and in this case, Dominican Republic was one of those places. And I think that anybody would be blessed to go. It doesn't matter what your preconceived notions are or what you're used to. You can tough almost anything out for however many days. have a love for missions, to go out and spread God's word is important.
The reason I did another mission trip was because it's really close to my heart. I love that. I love being in the culture. I love seeing how people really live and being able to be there within them. And because you go and you realize, I mean, we really do, excuse me, we really do have a lottery ticket.
Not everybody who's sitting out in our congregation who's going to be watching our presentation would go on a mission trip. But some would, because God calls them to those kinds of things.